Yeah, hey, what's up? So, today I'm gonna be doing some cool stuff that should be entertaining for people. Skipping ahead a little bit here to can figure out what sound to play on hit. That's a good suggestion. I like that. Also, somebody suggests what to put in the right hand on the stream. Alright, so I've got my attack graph here. One thing I just thought of is that changing stances should be an ability. Building things, picking things up, using things. Switching stance because you don't want to just pop it back off and on, and then you need a round timer for it, so you don't want to get confused there, so it should be going there in the queue. So basically what I want to do is determine whether or not due to dodge, parry, block, parry sound, based on armor type, hit, dodge, parry attack back when successful, parry. I can't think of a downside to blocking. If parrying means you get to attack back with the dagger in your left hand, what's the advantage to having a shield? Blocking all the damage, but then how is parrying getting you damaged? It's just like... maybe it's easier to block, so maybe like the bonus is different. It's gotta be easier to block with a shield than it is to parry a blade with your dagger. So... we'll look into that. The defense bonus on shields will just be higher. I mean, that's the advantage, right? Or it could be like it's multiplied different, your skill base is used differently. So, sparks, metal, blood, fuse, two. So this is that magic sauce. Stuff. So the final die roll calculation, this guy right here. Head needs to do like extra damage or special effects. Things to remember to add. That should be obvious. But just I can't assume that just because I put it on there that it's done. There's a lot of things to do there. So basically, I guess what I want to do is figure out if it's subtracting your defense skill. And defense skill, we know what the total will be, but I'm not... use targeting area. I'm not feeding in... by using select float and all this damn logic, I'm not really getting what the defense method is. just getting what the stat would be. I think I need... resulting defense type kind of thing. These are gonna be, yeah, stance, mount. I wanted to put mounting into, like, if you're in combat. But mounting's not even a thing. This is all placeholdery. Will be fenced. So whether it's dodge. Hey man, what's up? Parry. I'm getting into some cool combat stuff today. I watched the RTX, like, NVIDIA, the Quadro webcast thing, webinar. It was pretty cool. Some informative stuff. I hope I win the raffle. That's all. I'm just kidding. It would be sick. It does sound like you don't need a beefy computer to use them. Just a normal beefy computer, not like a super beefy computer. That's cool. Rating in WoW in the modern contemporary WoW? Or are you playing like a vanilla server? So. I already have a defensive modes, Target defense. Oh, alright. I could just do one of these here. And I kind of just have to simulate. So I already have this. It's kind of funny. How is the raid scene these days? What class are you playing? Uh-oh. Trying to force delete something. Kima. Demon Hunter. Yeah, see, that's the thing with WoW, is like, I would be like that, where I would just play the new class. And it's just now everybody's the new class. That's not the problem with WoW, but that's the problem with releasing a new class. It's just everyone's gonna play the new class. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's just like, you know what I mean? I would do it. I was playing Demon Hunter for a while when it came out. Maybe not Demon Hunter. Maybe it was, no, it was the Dark Knight or something. Shadow Knight. It's been a little while. All right, let's try this again. So I already have the enumerator to switch on. So I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna set defensive modes, defense type against. So I'm gonna do this as well. Dodge coming from uncritical failure. Hey, what's up? Arctic Frost Studios. So I guess it's gonna be like a double switch. No, you do. It needs to be beefy, but not like, you know, industry standard beefy. You know, it can be like, I think they said 64 gigabytes for like the 6000 Quadro of memory, and then just like, you know, they said like, you know, you want like a recent release later end CPU. It's like, okay. You know, like, alright, so I might have to do this a couple of times. So on head and chest, we're just straight up taking the dodge parry block, index. We're just taking whichever one the enemy is using. Right, that's on head and chest here. I'm just basically copying this. Head and chest, go there. Right arm, left arm. Right arm is gonna say wasn't it like the and thing? Do I have to do that again? And I think I need to duplicate this and thing again. This is going straight to right hand shield. Right hand shield, pick A. If right hand block parry, pick A. Right hand defense plus parry. No, see, that's not what I want. Pick A if right hand shield. Right hand shield, pick A. Oh, that goes down here. This is going to be a defense plus shield. Right, okay, so I still need an and on here. If it's both, then select whichever one's higher. Where's my greater than thing? Did I do this and just not? Oh, I have the and here, so and. Here it is. That goes into the A. There. Whichever one's higher. So I need to duplicate this down here. It's a good thing I'm going through these again to catch that. The left arm is actually right here. Oh, see, I already did it on the left arm. I guess I thought that was it. There's the and. No, it's not. No, I didn't. That's only two nodes there. Let's just back up a little bit. E to left arm. So this is if the left arm can block and parry, then we want whichever one's higher for parry or block skill. Oh wait, but I'm not adding their defense. Am I doing it here? Ooh, no, wait. Oh, I'm forgetting the defenses. Oh my god. Plus, 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 plus. And so I need to plus right hand defense plus the left-hand defense. Same down here. So I am the spaghetti god. Plus here. Because you don't have defense for dodge. Anything going to dodge basically should not be. Yeah, should not be going into an addition. Alright. True is crouched, so 10 defense plus. Okay, these are getting the plus here at the end and saying the shield and these are different because it has the shield thing, or the crouched thing. You're only going to be blocking and stuff if you're crouching. If you're not crouching, then you're dodging. You know, left hand, right hand, you're not dodging, you're using your hands. Okay, so I think I did it all. There, but now it's going to be confusing as fuck trying to tell which skill you're actually ending up using. Fuckers, arg. I do have it for those two. So let's see, right hand, right arm. So basically, so yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. If you can get one of those cards, then you can do, like, Pixar quality rendering from your basement, from your living room. Like, live. Not just, like, you know, in the 16 hours to render each frame, like, in the 90s. Like, live. Like, you could motion capture and see it in full ray trace beauty live. It's so cool. So, if as both and true, we want to say which one is bigger. So, if parry is greater than block, so on true would be parry, false would be block. I can do that again for the left arm, because I know that much is the same. We're just going to be going to took about 10 years when I started using ray tracing forever. I wondered how long it would take before it would be instant. It took about 10 years. That's nice. What industry are you in, Andy? I mean, like, what part of the industry are you in? So this is going to go to if your right hand is left hand is both parry and shield. So this is left hand, right? This is left hand. Alright, this is right hand. Okay, cool. And then this is going to go to, again, same thing actually. Which is greater, your parry skill or your shield skill? So we'll go into that. Choose parry, false, block. Alright, so now off these falses, I still need to go here. Just like this. So if false Then we're gonna check right hand shield. Just put in some random crap there to hold on to that wire for me. Thank you very much. There we go, it's gone. Mostly concept art, but I know a decent amount of 3D stuff. Man, I remember when I tried looking up like 3D art in MS Paint. Like when I first got my first computer in the 90s, it loaded up with Microsoft Paint with 3D rendering in Microsoft Paint. It was like spheres and pyramids on like a chessboard floating through space. Please tell me you know what I'm talking about. Because I tried Googling for this thing because I wanted to post a funny post the other day. Be like, remember this? And I couldn't find it. I tried searching every keyword I could think of, like MS Paint, nostalgic, art, you know, all that crap. It really bummed me out. That shit is just... There's just so much history that just disappears, you know? Just all history just poof. And from now on to the future, we're gonna have permanent records of everything. And it's just two polar opposite universes that we will have experienced. Of like the days before and the days after. Sorry, there's some good shit right here. So, was it true? We're gonna be saying this is what shield right hand. Just double checking. Shield right hand. Shield. Okay, so yeah, basically I can just pick it here, right? And then once I get to the end, I say, because I already have the math of it going in. So this is just for me to reference a hard value of what this is. What's the resultant logic coming out to be? I could just keep this and then turn all of this into a switch on enumerator. But I'm not going to. Block. False. Want another one here. This one's true is going to be Parry. This one's going to go to up there. And then from this, false is going to say just dodge. Alright. True, parry, false, dodge. So I can put this stuff, copy these two over here, into that false. This is going to be true block, true parry. Let's go, well, let me find it first. These are my two nodes, that's the end. Yeah, okay, this is... I don't need to use this rewiring, but I think it helps me keep it in mind what's going on. People will look at it and be like, what the fuck? But when you highlight it, see, this is the best thing. You see that? I mouse over the red wire, and I can see exactly which wires to work with. All the naysayers, you know, man. So this is left-hand shield. Right? And this is left-hand Parry. Right hand Parry? Oh, wait, did I just... No, I plugged it in here. That has 3 wires coming out of it. See? Okay. Those are done. And now for legs. These bad boys can go up here, I think. Right leg. So I guess we want a different one here. So we're gonna do he's crouched. False is just going to be straight up dodge. I can do that for both of these. True, we're going to be plugging in. So, the same AND logic here. Yeah, I see, I could have just put my plus thing at the end on all of them instead of before each of them. On my trues, it works the same way. So kind of want to see the green wires now. So false, true, this one. Here's my AND. True, we're going to be wanting this guy. Which will tell us true is parry, false is block, which is different than above. And false here on the AND. Go 2 more levels, right hand shield, right hand parry. So if false, if true will be block, if false will be true will be parry, if false, what, dodge? What do we do? 0. Where do I find the variable, the blueprint type? Defensive modes, I'm just going to add none. None. So we want the shield one here. And shield, right hand parry. Right leg. Cool. That side's done. Just copy this structure here. Say this is this and this is this shield. This is this parry. So that would be and would be our greater than, which is parry or block. True is parry, false is block. Whoa, hey. Inaccurate break in the music. Alright, then this one would be block, this one would be parry, and none. Alright, so here we have 2 different ways of doing the exact same thing. This looks prettier. But then again, I'm referencing all the wires over here, so if the red wires over here, it would look just as unpretty. Maybe I can make this look better. Like... there. This should be a stream where I just go like this for an hour. So, you know, like those joke streams where it's music vaporwave playing in the background and it's like at some level somebody made an Unreal Engine. So I'm just gonna leave that. I would still need to do one of these type things, the yellow lines coming out of, but then it's just 3 wires going into a switch on here. A switch on here, defense type against. Actually, no, yeah, that's hardly anything. I forgot to make critical hits actually hit. That would be stupendous. Actually, wait. I still need to go through all of that. Really, it should be this into there, and this guy. Guess I don't really need logic for that yet. I don't need any branching because the critical damage is done off of that there, so I can just get rid of that. That's probably why I didn't have a path running off of it. So if it's a miss, we want to know if it's because the person dodged, if it was a total miss completely, so if their defense skill had nothing to do with it, it'll be a miss. So a miss, a dodge, etc. So this would be client dodge check. That's to dodge. Okay, so right, dodge. So that's actually where we'll do our switch. There. No, not quite yet. We're going to do a branch. And we're going to subtract the defense skill from let me see, add defense skill from the total and see if it would still hit. Yeah, if it's a miss, subtract the defense from the total and see if it would have hit if you didn't have a defense skill bonus there, which is including your defense bonus. So, yeah, no, I'm going to subtract that from the total. this is the important part. I have thought about this since I was a kid, right here. I was like, I wish games could tell if your skill had something to do with it or if it was a complete miss. So you know if it's a whoosh or if the thing dings off because it was a parry or a block, or if it hit the armor instead. So actually, we're going to say, I forgot about that, the armor too. So the defense here is coming from your stance logic. Hold on. It's channel, man. Targeting area. Right. This becomes armor. Armor, that's what I want. Like, what's defense integer? Oh, defensive stance. I gotta reorganize these. We just maybe, yeah, rename that. So at least total goes at the end there. It's a pain in the ass how it keeps resetting it though. Alright. So I want armor as well. So you have base attack roll. You're going to be subtracting armor and defense stuff from it before finding out if you actually hit. So if we add those back in, minus the dodge bonus, minus the armor. So that should be like, yeah, if we added those in, would it still miss? That's the question. That's what we want. comes first? I guess skill, and then if the skill didn't work, then you were saved by armor. That's what, in real life, how it works. Now I have to, like, reverse that into math logic. So let's say you roll a 50. We have no other stats to worry about. No, let's say you roll a 60, and the person has... You roll a 56 or so, something like that, and the person has 5 in each of these, armor and defense skill. I guess I should check if... Yeah, more like if you rolled 62 and the person has 5 in each, and you still hit... No, we're looking at misses here. So you roll a 58 and the person has 5 of each, so it comes in at 48. It's a miss. But if they didn't have the weapon skills, what we want to find out, and you would have hit them, then that counts first. But if it was lower than that, if it comes out as a 49 even after subtracting the skill, then we check armor. So this will be first. So if we add back in the defense and it's still a miss. Wait. So false would be if it would have been a hit, but your skill saved you. Animations here. What? So. Ahoy there. So if the roll is still less than 50, it's still a dodge because of, even if you didn't have your defense, then that means your armor saved you. So we can do a switch on targeting area. How's your day going, Califorix? Here, this is gonna be just kind of trying to... I did a secondary way of alternative logic for determining what type of defense is being used by switching strictly on the booleans and using the enumerators here instead of the select floats. But I'm keeping this because it tells which float they do essentially, they come out to the same, to determining which type of defense to use. which is here you're determining which one of these skills are you using. So I was thinking of just deleting that to replace it with this. I just don't want to delete something without knowing that my replacement's really... I don't know, I just don't like deleting things. But I should, right? Nope. So I guess I have here again, if the total plus, plus the armor plus the defense skill, armor total and defense skill. And so if that's still below 0, then it's because of your stance, I guess. I have to add stance to that. What else though? The agility. Skill, defense skill, plus stance, offensive stance, defensive stance, targeting, weapon, armor. So yeah, that's really it. Aw, nice to see you on for a minute. So I guess just armor. Stance should come next. Actually, stance should be included in here first. Defensive stance. But now we want to subtract that. Because we're adding the stances here, the way I worked out the bonuses. So basically, if the target was in a defensive stance of -15, if we subtract that, we're adding it. So if that is still less than 50, so the stance is going to go into your defense skill bonus there to see whether or not you dodge, parry, block, because otherwise we'll never see the dodges, parries, and blocks unless if every other type of hit is just going to armor. I guess I need like different sound effects for like when it's a ding reflection versus when it's like a... I put the agility first here. Agility. I want this to include here. So actually, so if your agility saved you next, then we'll just do dodge again. Then we'll go to if your armor saved you, and we'll switch. We'll take that. If false, then I guess we'll just say whoosh. So it's because of the person's defense penalty or a poor roll, essentially. So false would just be whoosh. Whoosh. What's up, Gemini attack? So here we want glancing blow effects. So I have the logic, now I need to do the effects. I think I have a logic. Let me just briefly go through this, make sure I didn't leave any crazy shit unplugged. Yes, I did. There we go. Hey, okay. So, defense stance and defense skill and total, plus agility, plus armor skill. There we go. I have functions. Where's a function? There's a function. Trolls. Yeah, I know. Everybody wants to say that though. And it's like, honestly, I rant about this every other stream. This is how I work. This is how my brain works. This is organized for me. This is... I can tell what this shape means. I can come back here and recognize that shape. Some areas of my blueprints are too crammed up, and sometimes I clean them up, but I don't need to. If you have things too organized, everything's just one node into a wire into a function, which is just a node inside of another function, which is just a node inside of another function, then how the fuck do you know what any of it is doing? I can peel back here, look at it, and be like, oh yeah, I'm going here, and then that, and then, you know, oh, I gotta switch between these, and oh, this is working, that's not plugged in. Like, if you have everything embedded in functions, you can't see anything. There, that's my rant. You get a rant. And you get a rant. I guess I thought would be... Okay, so... Yeah, different miss states. We have hits. We're gonna have to switch on armor type for hits. So basically, that's just this again. Thank you. Thank you, Twist. So really, could do that from here, the sound effects stuff. I think that's the easiest place to start. Now that I've done all that crazy logic, let's do some sound effects, yeah? So with this stuff all running on the server here, yeah, so we can multicast an effect. Why do you need to comment stuff when the comment is like right here? Like it says what it is right here. There's words. You can read them. Do you have to comment every single... what's this? Convert into this is select int. Okay, and this is return true. It's just like, why? Why are you doing this to yourself? There's words already on the nodes. Well, anything here, whatever. There we go. Put that onto there. Get a nice little doohickey. And we plug that into there. to do the is valids here. No, not really. I've done one. It's not really a proper tutorial. It was sort of like an improvement on somebody else's, or the standard practice of movable UIs, but instead of, in that way, really improvement, more of a regression, how to keep it all in one blueprint rather than having child blueprints and stuff. This is just for effects. Cloth and leather are basically the same in real life. You know, padded armor, gambeson, basically the same, slightly improved versions, but no difference. Still working, oh yeah. Haven't stopped, 24/7. True facts. So I don't need to be saving this because these should stay static. Let's just put it on here. Variable, bloop, on all items. If it has an armor type. Default, do that. Yeah, really only have to go into a couple of these. So far. Of course you are. That'll be a while. I will have to test all this stuff. And it's going to be a lot better than the last time. I made some and I buy some. Probably buy more than I make. I also use a lot of open source and Creative Commons resources, like Make Human is a Creative Commons open source program for making humanoid characters. I use for all my monsters and characters and stuff. I use Blender to make the clothing, so I've made all the clothing and armor myself to fit onto the Make Human characters, so I've done all that myself, but all of the landscape and all that stuff, all the plants, all that stuff is Marketplace. The weapons are all Marketplace. The equipment and the housing and the buildings and all that stuff are Marketplace. I've done some of the animations. No, I'm just crashing. I'm saving everything. I'm just crashing everything. There you go. All done. I know I can type. I mean, I know I can talk. I really prefer answer questions in text. I don't know why. These are gonna get much bigger, for sure. Probably not that big. I'll leave them small for now. Hogwarts canvassing. Here we kind of do know already that this is going to be plate because it's in the plate slot. It's not the first time, trust me. Where are you from, anyway? Thought you were... I guess, I don't know, I can't tell. Thought you were from the States. Like, this is a real game I'm trying to make, it's not just some random project for nothing, so... You know, you have to do things properly, procedurally. Mail, leggings, greaves, sabatons, and gauntlets. Gauntlets? The fuck? Add gauntlets. I gotta add gauntlets to the. I have bows in the game, yeah. I'm not programmed in to do anything yet. New Jersey. Why are we getting an advertisement? Damn. Here's one of them. It's like a African style type thing, you know? Bamboo. I don't know if that's correct. I forgot. Forget what I use. I think a mixture of a lot of different free animation sets, and then I modified the animations a lot and added a bunch of other animations. Like I blended a couple different sets together. I think I used like the rifle animation set for my combat strafing kind of thing. Not a lot. It's really easy for me. Oh. I'm not trying to like reinvent the wheel with animations. I'm not trying to do facial animations or anything crazy like that. Just basic stuff. A lot of them are just from Paragon too, like the emotes. You donated. Yeah, I'm finally advancing my stream's quality. Woo! Really good discounts on those sales. Alright, I think I've done all the logic for these effects. I just need to actually do the effects. That's weird. It repeated me. Let's see what sound effects I've got here. Aha. €40 sounds here. 25 euros a day at your job? Oh my god. For jobs, as far as jobs go, that's not very great. What do you work at, if I might ask? Okay, now we're getting some smaller sounds. I think they're just kind of random. I wish they were organized better. Eastern Europe Chocolate Factory? Or Easter Europe? Like a holiday? Oh wow. That's cool. I could add sound effects for when you're running around in armor. Armor and fight. But really all I got? I thought there was more to this. Can I get a second pack of them? Regional Chocolate Factory. Okay. Bring it back a second. That sucks. What country is that? So here's where I do my animating. My little studio. Oops. Oh no. Come back. My little animation studio. 3-point lighting. I'm a little disappointed with the audio. I thought I had more better organized stuff. I don't have anything for leather or for people getting hit in general. Sword sounds. slow steps walking. I have to go through them and organize them. You guys can't really hear this. What I should be looking for is plate, chain, and Parry. Sounds like a Parry. Maybe the those sound like Parries. Yeah. $33. Those are definitely Parries. Oh, Romania. I don't know if I've mentioned this to you, but I had a friend there who was studying in Romania and made plans to film a movie out there, and we ended up filming scenes not just there, but mostly in the U.S. and then all over Eastern Europe and stuff. And we filmed scenes in near the Red Ravine, like up just lost in the mountains randomly. There's like a ladder in the trees. It's like a nice view of nearby town. And Bucharest, we filmed a little bit. Mostly we're just traveling through there. Those are two like brief scenes. We did more dialogue and stuff in Skopje and Athens in Greece and Macedonia. But I got to spend a lot of time in Romania while I was there, and I rented a car there. I drove around. I drove us all over the Romanian countryside. We got lost in the mountains a bit, driving around. We went to the Transfăgărășan. Like that, I can still pronounce it. The Transfăgărășan. Transfăgărășan, is that right? Highway, which is like the really big loopy Făgărășan highway. And I actually tried to get there by using like local Romanian GPS. We got lost and found like a cool. Yeah, we weren't too far from the we were kind of too far from the Dracula's castle, but yeah, I took a shot of this for my movie too. It's in there. Okay, let's see. I need like deflect. Oh yeah, glancing blows too. So really glancing plates and glancing chain. Heard some there that kind of sound like. Those three are parries. Just sound like sword on sword. You can't replace that. These are chain hits. A little raspiness to them as well. This is just like a ding. These sound like stronger hits to chains. Actually, maybe these should be glancing chain. Put this back in here. Yeah, I guess it's kind of the same anywhere you go, though, isn't it? Power is absolutely corrupting and all that. All these sharp dings should be plate. Some of these I'll have to just divide between plate, glancing plate, etc. These all have like a those sound like glancing plates to me. That's another sword, Parry. Is that glancing plates? And those are all chain. So now we've got them split up into chain hits, glancing chain hits. Those sound more like chain hits. Glancing plate. Maybe these three can go into plates. Parry. And plate hits. Cool. So I need some like person sound effects, some like leather hits. So let me go to my open source sound effects website. Yeah. What? That sounds like Ultima Online. That one's good. Just log in here. Oh, my order is shipped. I just got the notification. I got my 2080 Ti just got shipped. PNY GeForce RTX 2080 Ti Accelerate Gaming Overclock Edition 11 GB GDDR6 PCI Express 30 graphics card Super Gray. Okay. That's nice. One day before they said it would be shipped by. I guess I could get these. They're like really quiet. Basically, since I'm saving them all in this folder, I can just go back later and search for the file name on this website to get the credits in there later. It's my note-taking process. This one doesn't want to work. Swing, gonna miss. Okay. Some of these are like double attack animations, so I might have to... I don't know if these are going to time well with the animations. Probably not. It'd be better to use anim notifies. Nah. I'm not going for realism here. So alright, take care. I could vary it based on which type of weapon, but then it would just be the same whoosh over and over and over again. Doesn't really make sense. I can get more whoosh sound effects later on, make it more diverse and awesome. But let's see, what's the last one called? It's like sword slash. Wings 3D in the 90s? Maybe. I mean, I was probably too young, but it might have been one of the first games that I had on a computer. Go. You can hear the notifications going off on my phone. I'll load it up for now. I'm not doing anything too crazy on here. Oh my god, that twist. What's this? Biffy just posted some shapes. Is that you, Spiffy? Andy Blackburn? The fuck twist? What if you wake up during surgery? I don't want to think about that shit. So those are more modern version of Wings 3D. Was that what you mean? Is that what that picture is called that I was talking about? Wings 3D? Oh, wow. Is this just what you used to do 3D modeling with back in the day? Like, look at the resolution on that bad boy. It's a more modern version of it. Probably a more modern version, he says. I'll have to come up with blocking effects and animations. I need some like metal on wood sounds. No, Paint didn't have 3D primitives, but there must have been some way that they made... Unless they just drew it by hand, which is insane. Needs more cowbell. Sounds weird, I don't know. Softly kick a plank of wood. I love what some of these random sound effects people have created, just in case someone needed a softly kicking a plank of wood sound effect. Sounds pretty good. One. It's 4 sounds. Rocks hitting wood to simulate bullets hitting wood. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep those wood block hits. Sorry if the microphone's super quiet. I'm leaning back. Oops. Just whacked the microphone though, I don't know if you heard that. Can I just do this? Wait a second. I forgot to put them down here. Oh my god, we're at VLC. Okay. Right. Okay, well those aren't gonna work. So we got a few of them. Let's see what we got. Okay. Wood. Rock. You can tell what kind of head gesture I'm doing right now, right? Just rocking out. Alright. There's a bird outside. I'm sure you understand. Alright. It's getting louder. It's getting closer. It really is. I guess the target is self. It's fine. So I need to process actual blocking. Oh, do I have to process it? Oh, the animation. Let's see if I have a blocking animation. I think I might have something that might work. Oh yeah, it's just like that. I guess I could use that. I was thinking more like flinging the arm outward. Like this in reverse. That's just a twist. I don't want that. I want this. There we go. See that there and there. And let's just swing wildly out like that. Up like this. Stop moving. Okay. So right. Let's add some wiggle wobble to these. Oops. So now let's take the form. It's cute. Much earlier, add it later. Another keyframe here. There. Yeah, there we go. Sick. I should have duplicated it first, but I can always just delete the keyframes on it. I'm gonna retarget. Alright, I want this to be montages. Create. And then montage. Oh, that's death. Don't want that. Montage. Pretty sick. Okay. Is combat left arm. And let's see. We have montage. Now, I wonder if I should play the same thing for parrying. I should just use the same animation for now. Let me just see what that looks like. Let's see here. W. Alright, that will have to do. Oh, it's not showing it. I think I can modify the animation enough to make something cool. What does combat? Feel like? I want it to feel like text-based MMO, text-based MUDs, where it's more like strategic, tactical combat, where you're deciding what situation your character is in and how they are going to behave, and then the dice decide. A lot of RNG, but You have control over the RNG. You can decide what stance to use, which direction to attack, what type of attack, what speed of attack to use versus how much damage it'll do, you know. And then how long those attacks take versus when to switch to like a guarded mode, when to like change to a parrying mode, you know, stuff like that. I don't know where that setting is. I don't think it's on here. Sorry. If you're gonna ask me a question, you can rewrite it using different words. How do they have a preview asked on here? Can I? Oh. There we go. I wanna. Make an action combat game, but too cheap to buy animations. Well, I mean, animating in Unreal Engine is pretty easy. They have a lot of tools at your disposal here. That looks like what it's doing there. This is just for previewing only. Using Unity, huh? Alright, somebody voted in the poll. Woo. Alright. I need to do like other effects like sparks and stuff off of these. I need to do the random Parry sound. Level 33. Level 34, 37, 38. I could do all of these at, why does this have default 0.75 for volume on the sound cue? They're kind of loud for a parry. Sounds like a full sword-on-sword clash. Thinking more like daggers here. Alright. I think I'm gonna have to stop for now, take a break, do some other shit for a bit. What's on here? Oh, yeah. That needs targets.
It is Tuesday, October 9, 2018 at 5:36 p.m. The channel has 651 subscribers. WR Productions has the most copper shillings. I am Eason has watched the most. Lip stream running for 2 hours 36 minutes now.
I don't have any parrying stuff in game yet, so I do have a shield though. I'm gonna try the shield. I don't have a way of increasing my block skill, so actually we probably won't be getting any block sound effects. We might get some whoosh, miss sound effects. I think the whooshing is the only one that's gonna play, the way I have it programmed and the way I have my stats not figured in yet. Oh, wait. I just wanted the mirror anyway. Did I start as a warrior? Yes, okay, good. Whoa, he looks huge. I got a wish. There was a whoosh. There's no lighting. I hear whooshes. Oh wait. Put some heavier attacks in. Nobody's doing any damage. So much stuff on the screen. Oh no! I had a video. Well, I had it on full screen Epic on both computers, both clients. Whatever, I had all my shit saved. Right? Anyway, I think that about does it for today. Please say I had all my shit saved. Let's just load her up again and see. That was fun. What did you guys think of combat? Some rando I played with there. What? 421 preview. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, not gonna get it until it's fully patched, but whoa. Is that brand new? Since as new as of like 2.5 hours ago. Yeah. It was just sound stuff, random whoosh, parry montage, random parry, random shield, block montage. Okay, it's all good. Let's try again. I'll put lower settings, or I just won't go full screen. Ran out of graphics memory. I guess it didn't save my location because of the crash. It saved my character because it saves when you create them. That didn't happen last time. Definitely hadn't happened at a time before that. Okay. But that didn't happen the last time. There's something about making those characters... Probably the way it crashed. Had characters saved in the game, but they weren't saved into the NPC list or something. Maybe that prevented new characters from even loading in. Gotta watch for stuff like that. This may just be a one-on-one arena game. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh, that doesn't do the flipping combat thing. Combat Q is still getting stuck sometimes. Just when if I deselect the target, come back, it'll still finish out. So I'm not sure what's stopping it. If it gets full? Maybe. Oh, it still goes. Maybe you just have to have a target selected. Oh no, it's doing hit reactions. So no camera shake, because that's based on damage. I could increase my like agility, but not my skills right now. I have to put in a way to increase skills so that I can test that out. But for now, I think that's it for today. My cat is telling me, you've been playing enough. He's like, I'm working, cat. Oh, jeez, what happened here? Okay, worked. Only 2 errors. Failed to get the pawn in set members and player info. This is where that crash happens. Oh, my cat is walking on the microphone. I apologize. Under server host save. Get pawn. So I think this is not getting... I don't know if that's gonna fix it, but I think I need better logic for determining who the server is, making sure I do or don't do things to them. Because like I think the controller can be like on both the server and the clients. I don't know. Oh my God, kitty! You can't have a microphone and a mouse. Oh my God. Oh, I can't use the torch. Aha, I did not get that error this time. We'll just assume it worked. Alright, good stream everybody. I will continue to work on that logic in the future. Check out my movie Ngrams. I should make an Ngrams GIF or two. Join us on the Discord. Don't forget to subscribe and like. I'll type out the Discord link for the Twitch followers. There you go. Peace.